For today's practice, let's just get right at it and begin by standing up somewhere on your mat that's comfortable for you. And we'll just start to move a little bit side to side. Just bringing a little awareness into our body through movement. Maybe a little tap on the shoulders, tap on your kidneys, side to side, a few times. Tap, tap, tap. So good. Good. Slow it down, give it a little shake. Shake your wrists, knees, ankles, whatever works. And then pause and just stand there with your feet roughly together, hands beside the side of your body, eyes closed. And just sense into what you're feeling there. Yoga, a practice of coming back to ourselves as a whole experience, coming back to our body, our breath, our mind, not just all that craziness in our heads, but the whole experience here. As you stand here, let's find a few breaths, feel the rhythm of your breath. And on your next exhale, empty your lungs. And take a nice big inhale. And a long exhale to sigh. And welcome once again, my yogi friends, to this virtual yoga practice. Soon to be live. Looking forward to seeing you again in the practice room. Slowly open up your eyes and inhale. Lift your arms out to the side. Reach them up nice and tall. And as you exhale, bring your hands down the front of your body. Exhaling all the way. Just trying to find movement and breath here. Nice big inhale. A long exhale. An inhale, you might feel a bit taller as you're inhaling. And as you're exhaling, there could be a little bit of a rebound, a little bit of softness in your knees. So inhale, you get taller, press your feet down. Exhale, you retract, you recoil, you bend a little bit. One more time, nice big inhale. And a long exhale. Good. Inhale your hands all the way up overhead. Interlace your fingers, press your palms to the ceiling, and settle here. Really bring your feet right tight together. Big toes touch, heels touch. Press your wrists up towards the ceiling. Get taller and taller as you press your feet down. Reach up, reach up. Nice big inhale. Now notice this relationship of your head to your biceps. We're going to keep this relationship of arms and head. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, go to the right. The shoulders are still square with the front of your mat. Inhale, up. Exhale, go to the left. Really stretch through those arms. Might bug your shoulders a little bit. That's okay. Feel into it. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Again, inhale, up. Exhale, right. You're pressing more with your right hand here. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. Waking up those arms, hands, shoulders. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Press, 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 press. And last one. Inhale, up. And exhale, over you go. Good. Inhale, up. Exhale, bring your hands all the way down. Set the side of your body and roll your shoulders out. A few times backwards. Nice big shoulder rolls. And a few times forwards. Oh yeah, getting rid of the crankiness. Bring your arms out wide, then bend your elbows. Forwards and backwards bending. Inhale, lift your chest. Squeeze your bum a little bit, look up. Feel that in your upper back. And then as you exhale, round forwards, bend your knees, elbows together, hands together. Look at your belly button. Rounding in. Inhale, opening into a back bend. And exhale, rounding into a forward fold, elbows move inward. And again, inhale, open, a big back bend, and exhale, round. Elbows to the core. Feels good. Inhale up, interlace your fingers, press the palms to the ceiling. As you exhale, turn to your right. Again, keep your biceps by your ears. Just keep reaching up, turn to the right, reach up, turn to the right. Really feel that twisting of your spine. Nice. And inhale, center. Exhale to the left and linger off to the left a little bit. Press your feet down, gather your thighs. Turn a little bit your left shoulder back more and more and more. Keep your feet firmly planted. And then inhale back. And again, exhale to the right. Linger here. So your turn, you've got a twist in the spine to the right. Inhale, reach up. Staying twisted to the right. Exhale into a bit of a back bend. So you're looking up and right. Twisting back bend. And inhale, exhale back to neutral. We'll do that to the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn to your left. And then inhale, keeping the back bend, keeping the twist, find a back bend. Oh yeah. Inhale and exhale. Hands can come all the way down beside the sides of your body. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Take your shoulders down your back. Take a big inhale. Exhale, dive forwards. Knees can stay straight. They could bend a little bit if you like. Good. Inhale, swing your hands forwards, bend your knees, sit into the chair. Nice. And exhale, stand up. Interlace your fingers behind you. Shoulders up, back, and away. Take a big inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Legs can be straight. Go as far as you like. And then inhale, sit into the chair, arms forwards. Linger here. And exhale, rise up. Again, interlace your fingers behind your back. Take your shoulders down your back. Nice big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Gaze more forwards. Nice. And then inhale, sit into the chair. Exhale, rise up. Let's begin to flow. Take a big inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, dive all the way forwards. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, one leg, the other leg back to plank pose, top with a push-up. Here we go, and exhale, knees down, feet flat. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale to a cobra. Here, you press your pelvis down. You try and bring your elbows towards one another so your shoulders go down your back, chest forwards. Exhale down. The shoulder check to the right. Inhale, come up, look over your right shoulder. Feel that in your upper back. Exhale down. And to the left, inhale, come up. Roll that left shoulder back, look left. And exhale, down we go. Good. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. Paddle it out a little bit. Stretch into the backs of your calves. Keep your bum up high. Head down low. Torso moves towards your upper thighs. Make it feel juicy for you. And then as you inhale, send your right leg up nice and high. You're still looking at your left toes, and you're coming up high on your left toes. Then as you exhale, knee to nose, and then fling your foot forwards and step your left foot beside your right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your feet back the opposite way you did last time, whatever that might have been. And again, exhale, down the mat we go. Feet flatten out, lie down. Inhale, cobra. Heart forwards, shoulders down and together. Exhale, down. Shoulder check left. Inhale, come up, look left. Exhale, down. And to the right, inhale, come up. Roll that right shoulder back, look right. Exhale, down. Getting rid of all the crankiness in your body here. Inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog. Again, paddle it out a little bit. No rush, no hurry, no worry here. Nice. Root in your right foot. Inhale your left leg high. Come up high on your right toes. Stay looking at your toes, and then exhale. Knee to nose, and then you fling your foot forward as best you can. Step forward with your right foot. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, wash your hands down. Let's continue flowing. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, dive all the way forwards. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, plant your hands and step or jump to plank pose. From your plank pose, exhale down half or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. And again, bounce on your left foot. Inhale your right leg up high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. We inhale up. Right knee to nose. Inhale up. Right knee, left elbow, and linger. Linger, linger. Extend your right leg out long. Find that little bit of compression into the outer right or extension through the outer right hip. We're not going to take fallen triangle, just kind of find that outer hip and then slowly inhale that leg up nice and high. Exhale, step it forwards. Bring your left foot beside your right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Again, walk, step, or jump back to plank pose. Exhale down half or all the way. Inhale, up dog, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Yum. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, linger. And then extend your left leg straight. Just put a little bit of compression into that left hip. Let yourself sink in a bit. And then inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot to the front of the mat. Right foot joins your left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale again. Wash your hands down the front. A couple more like that. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And then one more. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Nice. Hands on your hips. Feet tight together. Sit into the chair. Rock the weight back towards your heels. And then balancing on your right, or I should say your left foot, with your left knee bent. Bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. And just balance there. Now options here to just hold on to your foot and your knee, to lean forwards a little bit, to lean back, maybe put more compression into your ankle, just using the shape to inquire into body parts that need a little bit of a stretch while building a bit of strength in our left foot here. So nothing fancy, just balancing there, finding a spot that feels sweet to you, lean into it. I love the leaning part, feels good in my hips here. And then slowly stand up, right foot down, maybe a little shiggle, a little shake. Do the same thing on the other side, so bent right knee, right foot stays where it is, left ankle on top of your knee. Maybe you hold on to your knee and your foot, just lean into it, maybe sit up higher, maybe take the weight back to your heel, maybe take the weight more forwards. Is there one right way to do this? Heck no. There's what feels good in your body. It's always about an exploration. Bringing yourself into a place of connectedness, body, breath, mind. It's yoga. Nothing fancy about it. Just be there, sensing, feeling, intuiting what's right for you. And then slowly, again, stand up and give it a little shiggle, a little bit of a shake. Let's get into some lunges from the top of your mat. Nice big inhale. Exhale, dive all the way forwards. Inhale to length, and then exhale, right leg back, a long step, right toes tucked, right knee down. And then from here, inhale both arms up overhead. And square up your hips a little bit, so with the knee down. So we want that left hip back, right hip forwards. And it feels like your knees are squeezing towards one another even. So finding the midline. With your hands nice and high, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, turn to your left. Bring your right hand outside your left knee, your left hand to your low back. Draw your belly in, twist, and eventually look over your left shoulder. Nice. And then inhale both hands up overhead as you gaze forwards. Exhale, lean forwards, lift your back knee. And then inhale, come all the way up to a standing lunge. So here we're going to do the same pose, except our back knee is lifted. We're giving the right hip forwards, left hip back. Feels like everything's squeezing to the midline. You're nice and strong in those legs, right? Not just hanging out, but you're strong. Big inhale. Exhale, turn to the left again. Right hand outside left knee. Left hand to low back. Torso straight up and down. Turning, turning, turning. Keep your left hip moving back. Really breathe. Then inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, both hands to the mat. And here, just pause. So your back toes are tucked. Back heel's lifted. Front foot is hopefully down to the mat somewhere. Begin to straighten your left leg. Drawing your left hip back. Feeling the back of your left leg. Even try to press your left big toe more into the mat, engaging all the muscles of your left leg into this stretch. Nice. Let your left knee bend a little bit, and then step your right foot forwards. And as you exhale, left leg back, left knee down, kneeling lunge. Same thing other side. Inhale both arms all the way up. Find that sense of stability. The right foot's dragging back, left knee's coming forwards. Big inhale. Exhale, turn to the right. So left hand outside right knee. Right hand low back, belly in, and twist. Look over your right shoulder. You may even try to draw that right knee in with your left hand. Not too far. Just offer some resistance. And then inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, lean forward, lift your back knee, flare your hands. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Standing lunge. Find your foundation again. Right hip back, left hip forwards. Big toe mound's active. You've got this. Big inhale, exhale, turn left again, or right again. Sorry, right. Do as I say, not as I do as I do, not as I say. I don't know. Left hand, outside right knee. Right hand, low back. Belly in, chest proud. Turn, turn, turn. No panicking. You've got this. And then inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both hands down to the ground. And then gently straighten your right leg. Finding a pyramid pose variation. Slightly, or try to press that right big toe mound more firmly in the mat as you internally rotate that right leg, right hip back. Feel that sense of elongation through the back of that right leg. Yum. And then bend your front knee, step forwards, inhale to a halfway lift, exhale to fold, and inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down onto your hips. So from here, I'm gonna skip the flows a little bit. Who's watching today? Melanie, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in the real life for a long time, but I know you're there. Bend your knees and take your right foot back and turn your right foot out just a little bit. So we're setting up for Warrior One or variations on Warrior One. Your front foot is straight forwards, back foot's turned out a little bit. Front knee is bent, back leg straight. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, press your palms up. Drop your hands down, they're still interlaced so your elbows flared. Inhale, a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, keeping your palms face up. Swoop your hands forwards, lean forwards. Elbows touch, baby fingers touch. And interlace your fingers, straighten your front leg. Inhale, rise up. Another variation on pyramid pose. And then back to that bent knee as you swoop your arms forwards. Monkey offers fruit. One more time like that. Inhale up. A bit of a back bend. Exhale, swoop and linger. Nice. And then inhale up, front leg straightens. Keeping your hands as they are, both legs straight. Exhale, fold from your hips. Gaze forwards. And maybe at some point you can release your hands to your leg or to the floor. Another variation on pyramid pose. Both feet are flat this time. Nice. From here, bend your front knee a little bit. Pivot your back heel. Step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Up we go. Exhale, hands back down onto your hips. So to get the feet position, you can bring your feet right together to begin with. Turn your, just on your left heel, turn your left toes out a little bit. Keep this relationship of your feet, bend your knees. Just take that left foot back without changing the angle in your left foot. There's Warrior One on the left side. Front knees bent, back leg straight. Torso is trying to come to square with the head of your mat. Inhale your hands up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Think about it. Did you interlace your fingers exactly the same way as you've been doing for the whole class? With the other finger at the back, interlace fingers, press palms up. Might feel a little different here. Then, bend your elbows. Fingers still interlaced. Inhale to a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, swoop forwards, elbows touch, baby fingers touch. Interlace your fingers again. Inhale, rise up. This time I'll straighten your front leg, back bend. Exhale as you bend your elbows, swoop them forwards. One more time. Inhale up, front leg straightens. And exhale, knee bends, elbows bend. Swoop forwards and linger here. Oh yeah, feels good. And then inhale, rise up. Keep the front leg straight, both feet flat. Exhale, extend forwards as you fold forwards. So try not to round your upper back too much. It's obviously going to happen a bit, but not too much. Right hip back, right foot firmly planted. Yum. And then bend your front knee. Pivot your back heel, step forwards, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold, inhale, rise up, exhale, and wash your hands down. Let's do Warrior Two without the flows, what the heck. From here, again, starting at the head of your mat, bend your knees, turn your left foot out like quite a bit, and then leaning forwards, step that left foot back a long step so your hips are open now, and then take your hands out wide. There's Warrior Two. Palms can be face down, face up, whatever works for you. Front knee bent, back leg straight. The whole left foot pressing in the mat, not just any edge of the foot. The whole foot is working. I got a little funkiness into my left shoulder for some reason. I think I slept on it wrong. So you decide each day which way you want to play your hands in Warrior Two. For me, palms face up feels nice today. Get your eyes, your head on straight, your eyes square. And then dance it out 3 times. As you inhale, you straighten your front leg, hands touch overhead. That's where your eyes are going to. And then as you exhale, you bend your knee, hands come down through your heart and get sent right back out where you started from. 2 more. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, lengthening and extending. Inhale, rising and straightening. Exhale, bending and extending. Let's do 2 more. It feels good. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, rising, straightening. Exhale, bending and extending. Good. Exalted Warrior comes from here. Again, inhale, reach that right arm up, left hand to your back leg somewhere. I like to put my hand on my hip, but maybe you have some other variation that you like. Feel free to do that. That's all good. Decide where you want to gaze as well. It could be at the back foot, it could be at the ceiling. What feels good to you? It could be holding your head with your top hand. Breathe into the sensations. Be present with the sensations in your body. Be present in your body. It's not just your brain directing everything here. Be present. A nice big inhale. And exhale into extended side angle. Elbow to knee. Top hand overhead, palm face down. Nice long line. Find that stretch. Good. And from here, bring that left hand down to the mat. Still both feet are on the mat. Begin straightening the right leg and take your right hand up to the ceiling, revolved triangle. One of my faves. Feels good in so many different ways. Challenging too. And then exhale, unwind. Bend your front knee, pivot your back heel so you're squaring your hips up, and then step to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, wash your hands down the front of your body. And then again, feet together. Other side, you're going to turn your right foot out. I'd say no more than 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees. Bend your knees and step that foot back, keeping that angle of attack that you had there. And then again, bring your hands up. Both arms same distance from the ground. Palms up or down. Gaze forwards. Why forwards? Well, we're looking towards the future a little bit here. Not leaning into it, just looking, aware of what's coming our way. Find the rhythm of our breath. Present, calm, ready. And then as you inhale, you bring that left arm up and right hand to your back leg somewhere. Again, taking the variation that feels good in your body. Oh my. Getting rid of the crankiness in this poor old body of mine. Feels good. And then take a big inhale and exhale, windmill, and lean on your left knee with your left elbow, right hand overhead, palm face down. Put lots of pressure in that back foot. Extend all the way through your right fingertips. And then transitioning to revolve triangle, you bring your right hand down to the ground. Maybe shorten your step a little bit, I don't know. Straighten your left leg and then draw that left arm up to the ceiling. Revolve triangle, both legs straight, both arms straight.
Twisting through the torso. Nice. And then exhale. Hand up. Front knee bends, back heel pivots. Step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, washing the hands down the front of your body. If you're not at the back of your mat, which I don't think you are, step to the back of your mat. Find a balance there. And we'll go through a few balancing poses here. Just trying to stay grounded, rooted through these different one leg balances. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, step forwards with your right foot. And then begin leaning forwards until your right leg is straight. And as you exhale, find Warrior 3, or also called Toppling Tree. Warrior 3, your hands are forwards. Toppling Tree, your hands out to the side. I prefer this. Chest is proud, back toes pointed, and you're really rooting strongly into that right big toe mound as you gaze forwards. You're tipping almost till you're parallel to the ground, or not, whatever feels right. And then as you inhale, you bring your arms up overhead and step to the back of the mat, and exhale, your hands can go out nice and wide. So make that transition to the back, the exit, just as important as the entrance. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, step forwards, left foot. Find your balance on your left foot. And then lead with your chest. Tip from your hip crease there. Maybe flare your hands out. Point your back toes. Chest forwards. Tip forwards. Balance here. Toppling tree. And then inhale, step to the back, hands up, exhale, hands down. Just take it side to side a couple times just to release any tightness that might creep in. That's what the body wants to tighten against the challenge, right? So find the openness, find the spaciousness, find the willingness. Nicely done. Next, balancing pose. Bring your hands onto your hips. Bring your right knee up. Hold on to your right knee. Flex your right toes back towards you, and then turn your hip out to the side. So here, there's an option also to hold on to your big toe and extend your leg out straight if that's preferable to you. Hips open, knee wide. Left hand, turn it out to the side, palm face up. First finger and thumb are touching. And you're reaching through that. You're trying to find distance between the right hand and the left hand, and eventually taking your gaze out towards the left. Balancing, 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 whilst opening your hips. Yum. And then you come out the same way you came in. So gaze forwards, hands to hip, knee forwards, foot down, and shake it out just a little bit. Other side, root into your right foot, bring your left knee up, hold on to your left knee, draw it up nice and high, and then take that left knee out to the side, flex your toes back towards you, belly in, first finger thumb touch on the right hand, extend your right hand out, lots of distance between the right hand and the left hand, wobbling happens, maybe take your gaze out to the right as well, challenging your balance by looking away from the midline. Beautiful. Exit the same way, gaze forward, hand to hip, knee forward, foot down. It'll shiggle, a little bit of a shake. Same pose, but with a twist in the other direction. Left foot stays, right knee comes up. This time use your left hand to hold your right knee in. You're drawing it across the midline. Right hand goes into that same mudra. Finger and first finger and thumb touch. Extend your hand behind you. If you fall out, what the heck, it's only yoga. Try again, try again, try again, try again. Be present. Whoa. Guys wobbling. And then to come out, same way, gaze forwards, hand to hip, release your knee. Other side, bounce on your right foot, left knee up, flex your left toes back towards you, left hand on the knee, draw the knee through the midline, left hand, thumb, first finger touch, send them to the back of the room, try to balance as best you can. Breathe, stay present, stay calm. Lots of twists today, decompressing the spine, and then gaze forwards, hand to hip, foot down, shake it off. Couple more balances, focusing on balance, finding our foundation. Why do we need the foundation? We're going back out in the world. You've got to be grounded as this begins to happen. So, balance on your left foot, right knee up, right knee out to the side. Place your foot on your inner thigh, tree pose. Press your foot to your leg to a foot. Hands can come up, tree pose. Many variations as you're more likely aware about where to place your foot. You can take your hands up if you like. You can separate your hands, integrate your shoulders. You can look up. There's a saying like, where the eyes go, the energy flows. So if you're looking down, energy's going down. If you're looking up, energy's going up. You're rising up, blossoming, opening. Feels good to be a tree, especially in this early summer. Nice big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, knee forwards. Exhale, foot down. Shake it off. And then we're going to try the other side, of course. Right foot stays, left knee up, left foot out, or left knee out to the side. Place your foot somewhere on your leg. Try to avoid that popping of your right hip. Resist the pressure of the foot with that outer right hip coming in. Hands to your heart. Find that equanimity to begin with, that calmness. Hands can come up. Gaze perhaps up. Feel that sense of brightness, of elevation, of buoyancy, of lift. And then gaze forwards, hands to heart, knee forwards, foot down, and give it a little bit of a shake. Again, side to side, a few times. Sometimes called palm tree pose, sometimes called, well, palm tree because you look like a swaying palm tree in the breeze. Sometimes called Ganesha Asana, mimicking the swinging of an elephant trunk as you walk through the forest. And Qigong, it's called knocking on the doors of life, tapping your shoulder, your kidneys. All these different names for this simple action, which enlivens the energy in your body, makes you feel present. What do I mean by that? Well, slow down, pause, and just stand there, relax. Notice the tingling in your hands. That's life energy right there. Feel the presence in your own body. This is what it's all about. All right, let's get down to the ground. Nice big inhale, hands up. Exhale, dive all the way forwards. Walk your hands up the mat. Find a good old plank pose. And let's do one dolphin pose because it feels good for my shoulders. Elbows down, interlace your fingers, walk your feet in. Just allow yourself to press your torso towards your upper thighs. Oh yeah. Strong in your shoulder girdle. Nice and strong. And then slowly walk your feet away from you. Drop your pelvis to the ground. Keep your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Elbows under shoulders. Palms come flat. Forearms straight ahead. Bend your right knee. And take your left arm and pivoted across the front of the body. So you're leaning onto your left forearm. Right knee bent, hold onto your right foot, and then drive your right foot to your outer right hip. Yum. Feels good. And then release that foot. Let's take the other side. Lean onto your right forearm, bend your left leg, hold your left foot somewhere, drive that foot to the outer left hip. Oh yeah. Feels yummy. And then slowly release the foot down. Overlap your hands, flare your elbows, lay down on the mat. Crocodile pose or just prone pose, lying prone on the mat, face down. And let's take a few variations on Savasana locust pose. First one, take your hands out to the side nice and wide like airplane wings. Zip your legs together, big toes touch, knees touch or thereabouts, and then inhale, rise up off the ground. You take your hands a little bit back as you lift your chest up, lift your feet up, torso up. Try not to crank your neck too much. So just gaze, a few feet in front of you, not up to the ceiling. Breathe, 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 breathe. And then exhale, unwind. Palms face up beside your bum. Left cheek on the mat, look to the right. Passive neck twist. This too is one of my favorite poses. It feels so good in my neck. Oh yeah. Relax into it. And then let's take it the other side. Look to the left, right cheek on the mat. Oh yeah. Nice. Okay. Next variation. Feet together, heels together. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Shoulders up, back and down. So they come up. Then they squeeze together and go down your back. And then lift off the mat. Hands up to the ceiling. Squeeze your feet together. Squeeze your elbows towards one another. Squeeze your hands towards one another. Take your hands as far away and up as you can. And breathe and breathe and breathe. Nice. And then slowly again, come down. And again, we'll look to the right, left cheek on the mat. Another passive neck twist. And then look to the left, right cheek on the mat. Letting that neck, upper back, soften as best you can. And then one more prone back bend, chin on the mat, bend both knees this time. Hold your feet from the outside, bow pose. If you can't grab your feet, that doesn't matter, don't grab your feet, just keep your knees bent. Press your pelvis down, kick with your legs. Kick and kick and kick. Nice. Nice big inhale. And then exhale. Knees down, hands by your chest. Push up and over to child's pose with your knees still wide, hands forwards. Sink back into in between your own hips here, beginning to release to the inner groins. And neutralizing our spine after those back bends. Let's take a little side bend in child's pose. Walk your hands to the right and then let yourself descend in. You'll feel this on the left torso. And then do that the other way. Walk to the other side with your hands, sink in, allowing here the right side of your torso to relax. Nice, and then back to center. Walk your hands back in towards you. And from this place, we haven't worked on our feet enough. So hands forwards, tuck your toes, big toe mounds touch, walk your hands back, squish those poor toes of yours, squeeze your heels towards one another. Hands can be on your knees or at your heart, whatever you like. Sword fighter stance. Sit nice and proud, nice and clear, nice and ready. You can rock a little weight into your toes or away from your toes as you see fit. Nice. And then slowly bring your hands down. Fold to one side or the other. Swing your legs right out front and give them a little bit of a shake. Bound angle pose. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Knees flare open. Hands onto your shins or your feet or wherever works for you. Lift your chest. Pull forwards. A little pressure with your elbows. Continuing to open now into the groins, the inner thighs. Become really aware of your own breathing. Allow your breath pattern to be slow and relaxed and complete. Not little shallow breaths, but long, slow, easy breaths. Nice. And then slowly rise up. Lean over to your left and flip your right leg over. So going towards deer pose or mermaid pose, turn to your left. I'm just going to stay lifted. You could come down onto your forearms if you like. Loading the pose up as much or as little as you like. Any twists up, just twist through the front of the body or the back of the body. You can press your hip more. Whatever feels good. You are your own guide, your own instructor in the yoga practice. You're listening inwardly and following what it is that the body needs and wants and yearns for. Try not to be so much caught up in your head about what should be done or what should be achieved. Just let your body tell you what it needs and listen to it. And then slowly unwind, lean to the left, bring your right foot in, lean to the right, flip your left leg out, and then spin to the right as much as you want. You can look across the front, you could come onto your elbows, you could lean into it a little bit more to put more compression into that right hip. Whatever feels good. So what I'm doing right now feels good in my body. I didn't decide beforehand this is what I need to do. I'm just listening, saying, okay, that's it right there. And then again, let's slowly unwind. Flip your left foot in, find that bound angle pose again, draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a little bit of a hug. And then get your bum about in the middle of the mat, rock and roll on your spine 3 or 4 times, going up one side, down the other, vice versa. Feels good. Back and forth. And eventually, simply lie down on your back. Drop both knees in towards your chest quite firmly. Keep your chin on the mat. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release both feet down to the mat. Knees bent. And flip-flop your knees in and out a few times. Let's take figure four. We did standing figure four earlier in the class. We're going to do it again, this time from the ground. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee, and then lift your left foot from the ground. And really try to drive your left knee towards your torso. If you need to or want to, you can use your hands, but you don't have to. You can take your left foot up to the ceiling if you like. Building some strength in our hip socket by not using our hands. Trying to drive that left leg towards your torso, nice and strong. Oh yeah. And then slowly both feet down. Again, a little flip-flop side to side just to release any tension. And then right foot stays, left ankle on top of right. Walk your foot in, lift your foot from the ground. Drive your right knee towards your torso. Maybe extend your right foot. Maybe use your hands if you really want to. Breathe into the sensations. Oh yeah. And then again, slowly, feet down. Flip up your knees. And take a single bridge pose, whatever variation you like. If you want to do wheel, go for wheel, that's okay. And just touch your heels with your fingertips, lift your bum from the ground, and then take a variation that works for you. For me today, I'm using my elbow pressure to help to lift my chest, lift the front of my body up. Nice. Breathe and breathe and breathe. And then slowly, whole torso comes down, draw your knees into your chest again. Again, give yourself a nice hug. Maybe this time draw your head up off the mat. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And then slowly release and roll onto your outer right hip. Let your left shoulder drop back to the ground. Look to the left. Final spinal twist. Use your right hand to hold your knee in place if you want to. Completely relax into the twist. Feels good. Every exhale is a chance to relax a little bit more, to just dissipate tension, crankiness, resistance, whatever the heck it is. Just exhale. All right, and then slowly unwind back onto your back. Pause when you come onto your back. Just feel that settling quality that happens. And then again, draw your knees in, roll to your left hip on the mat, drop your right shoulder, extend your right hand, look to the right. Allow yourself to really languish in there. Just breathe. Lovely, and then eventually unwind, extend your legs long, your torso long, find Savasana. Laying down on your mat, palms face up, feet flop open, chin a little bit tucked, your eyes probably closed. And just feel the rise and fall of your own breath here. Allow there to be a separation of your teeth in your mouth, helping to relax your lower jaw. Soften across your upper back, your shoulders. And just as we did in that swinging palm tree pose, that knocking on the doors of life, feel the tingling. In your fingers is most obvious, but feel everywhere the presence of energy, life energy in your body. And as usual, my yogi friends, as you go about the rest of your day here today, this beautiful day, may you be filled with loving kindness towards yourself and to everyone and everything that you meet. May you meet each moment exactly as it is without needing to color it with your preferences or your aversions. May you be well, being well in your body, in your mind, in your heart. And may you be peaceful and at ease as you go about your day. Exhale, empty your lungs. Nice big inhale. And a long exhale to sigh. And thank you once again, my Studio 4 friends. So good to see you here today, and I look forward to seeing you next week on your mat in the studio. Should be fun. Take care. Namaste.